Hi, this is Matt Bradley-Tschirgi, and I'm streaming some Choo Charles, an indie game that just came out. Thanks for the review code from 2 Star Games. Going to send a quick tweet out about it, and then we'll get started with the game. And if you have any questions, feel free to be in the chat. We'll be doing this about an hour. All right, just doing some little chat here. All right, hi, Mike Bradley-Tschirgi here. We're going to start with Choo Charles, and I have the controller all set up here. I thought I did. I actually don't have it configured for this game. That's fine. I don't need it. We will go and do the new game, see how it is. Actually, no, we'll continue existing games so you can see how it is. Skip all the tutorial stuff. Take that back. Hope you enjoy what you see. Thanks to 2 Star Games again for the review code. So the game kind of auto-saves. You kind of have the one game and that's it. You can't do multiple save slots. That kind of adds to the suspense. It's this nice hand-drawn style. You're on a train, and the plot of the game, you press the M key, you see this map here, right? Got nothing like a good game with a map. So you're on this island. These are the tracks. If we look here, we can see yellow means unmet NPC for an optional mission. This green, this is our train. You don't see the spider, Choo Charles, the titular evil spider tank clown dude, until it is too late and he shocks you. So, right, you're upgrading the train and stuff. Where you're going around, there's red, I think, means is a weapon mission. Blue is required. Yellow is optional. There's some lore here about you have to find these three. They're eggs or goblets or something in a cave to get rid of and you have to lure the spider train to kill him once and for all. I'm not very far in the game. But you get scrap you can use to upgrade your train, and we'll go into that. If you have any questions, just feel free to add to the chat. If you like what you see, please give me a follow. I'd appreciate it. So what I love about this game is it's just so minimalist with how everything is. So you look here on the train, you have, if you need to do the train, it's just a one-player game, I should note. You click on the guy and you shoot things, which is, in my case, has been like the Choo Charles himself, who's pretty vicious. And he kind of attacks you for a spell and he leaves. It's kind of like Jaws. Apologies for no webcam. My webcam is having issues with the latest Windows update. But we can see upgrades. I've spent quite a lot on speed. I should have probably spent more on damage or armor, as we'll see when we run into Choo soon enough. And what's kind of cool about there's an element of risk to this mechanic in that, well, you can repair for 1 scrap, which is useful. So here I'm repairing because I think died before it auto-saved my game, so good thing I did that. But we're looking at the speed level, and notice it doesn't say like 10 scraps. It says 7 to 16. It's a range. You don't know how much it is. So it makes you a bit more, put a bit more skin in the game, as the old saying goes, to see how you are going to upgrade your train, whether it's speed, damage, or armor. And then there's also these weapon quests will be like, oh, you can get a flamethrower. You can get this. You can get that, right? More kind of advanced mods for the train. So we've done that. And here, is the paint is this kind of skeuomorphic design where you can make it by default yellow or green or find different things around the world to change the color of your train by completing a quest. And the minimalist stuff here is just so great for the train. You can either go backwards with yellow, green goes forward, and just kind of like the stoplight, right? And then red means you stop. So when I travel, I like to look at the map. However, when the Choo Charles is chasing you, you hear this crazy music, which kind of prompts you to go back and look at it. So there's an optional mission. Why don't we? Important thing here, right? There are these sections where the train just kind of splits off, and you should stop and get out of your train and decide where you want the train to go. Otherwise, it's going to go wherever it's pointed. And we want this guy to go straight, and we want to talk to this guy on my NPC optional mission on the on the island here. And we can also set a little waypoint, excuse me, by right-clicking or right trigger on the controller. So let's go. We can see it says it in meters. So not a lot of music, but just kind of quiet stuff going on. And we can see where the road forks. It moves in real time, right? So this is coming up. So we'll probably want to stop the train. I stopped it too late. I couldn't change the thing, so I guess we are going to the left. That's too bad. But I can go to reverse. Why don't I go into reverse and switch it around? But you can see here, you just click on that, simple action, and it switches from left to right. So before getting back in the train and doing all that, let's check out the NPC. A lot of times with the NPC, they have kind of this kind of goofy, sort of Deadly Premonition, Twin Peaks sensibility a bit with the surrealism and what they're talking about. But there you go. But, you know, this keeps it nice and creepy with the graphics, with the mist. The people in the game look okay, but given that it kind of has a creepy nature to it, it kind of makes it feels more creepy in a way. You know, they're not going for photorealism here. The lips don't move when people speak, but there is voice acting, which, to be honest, I wasn't expecting the voice acting. And if I'm going to get voice acting or better animation in a dialogue scene, I would rather get voice acting, personally. So we can see here on the map, we are at this location on the dock. I wonder what the mission is going to be. Sometimes the mission is just collect all the scrap. That's what I found it to be a lot of the times, which then you use upgrade your thing and so forth. Oh, we got a map. Sometimes you get little notes and things. You get this kind of storytelling stuff going on. Ooh, what's in the letter? I wish they would have done voice acting for this stuff, but I've been praying someone from the first evacuation group will just send back another boat. But I guess they all think that Georgia's supply boat is still evacuating people. They're all safe and cozy on the mainland, but feel no obligation to make sure everyone else escapes. I know that Charles sinking the boat isn't something anyone would suspect, but still, to think I would have left this place by now, it makes me sick. So, you know, it's an island. That's always a good setting for a kind of an adventure story. I do like this kind of black scribbles here. Note that with the art in the background. That's pretty neat. This is a map of the island. Maybe you get to go to other islands in the game. I'm not very far in it. But here is an example of collecting scrap. If we go to the map, we have this. I'm going to double check the controls, because the controls are pretty simple in this game. If we look, yeah, so there's no like, it'd be good. I wish if there was like a quest log or something you could easily see, but from the map it's easy enough, I guess. So, what is the mission here? We have no idea. We're just getting scrap. Could be just getting... Oh, we got to talk. That's right. We got to talk to someone to start a mission. But we might as well check around for scrap, because those upgrades on the old train don't pay for themselves. Again, the effect like the thunder we just heard right there, really good. Really adds a lot to it.
My goodness.
Santiago.
Actually convince someone to come help us.
So you see, we don't have the voice doesn't move, but that's fine. I think these characters look okay for what they're doing. The rain effect, I think, is pretty neat.
I'm so glad you came, but I simply cannot stay any longer. This island is too much for my nerves to handle.
A lot of people wanting to leave the island.
I've
Makes
brought
sense.
all my belongings here, so I can leave immediately when a boat arrives.
Yep, it's like Jurassic Park. They all want to leave the island, right?
Although now that I think about it, I did forget my journal at home. Could you bring it to me?
Sure. And the reward you get usually is a lot of scrap.
It's a dangerous journey for sure, but you might manage with that train of yours.
So this would be a good focus for the stream. Let's try this little side mission,
I'll
right?
give you all the scrap metal I have. Just please, bring the journal next time you're here.
That voice acting is kind of subtle with some of the other ones in the game. There's especially this crazy lady called the Pickle Lady. So if we go here, we can see it added a waypoint. And we'll make this waypoint here by changing it, right? So now, as it turns out, the train going to the left is what we wanted, so we can go up, do this, and then have it go backwards, double back, give Santiago his old journal. Fun stuff. Okay. You can, using keyboard controls, you can hold down Shift to run. Running speed isn't especially fast, but I think it's going for more, I hate to say realism in a game that's about scary spider clown trains, but there you go. I think this game has good, oh, we can see it in the background, big green color, nice. I think this game has really good potential as far as streamers go, because it'll be people scared by the clown when he shows up. There's the kind of mysterious with the story stuff going on. It's not in your face about pages and pages of cutscene, or hours and hours of cutscenes, right? So we can see I changed this switch point. Oh, my mistake. I'm not even heading towards the right direction. Okay, so we can do that. I was thinking of the wrong one. So you gotta stop, put it in, no. Oh, come on, you dumb train. What did I do? Why don't we stop here, talk to another NPC? So if you pass by an NPC, you don't know where they are, almost always they're located in a house or outside of a house, like Santiago, the guy we just talked to. And it has this little, well, that's just the counter for the, I bet you the person's upstairs. Let me check my settings again. Don't recall having to open, jump, sprint, lean left. Yeah, just the left button to interact. There you go, with the door. Sometimes it's a separate key.
Welcome to Aranirum.
It's a nice scary voice from Theodore.
Person.
Hello, sir. What's your thing?
My apologies. I'm not the best with introductions, but I don't believe either of us are here for socializing.
Yes. So what is it, sir? Mr. Theodore. You have to click to advance the dialogue. It's not automatic.
I just so happen to have a little business opportunity, if you're interested.
Sure.
A very special little box of mine is in a rail car in the nearby canyon, but the goons have set up a camp to protect that area, so be careful. Find the blue box and bring it back to me. I'll give you some scraps as payment.
Right, so he's giving you the scraps. So we can see now if we go to the map, it'll do that same thing kind of as before. Boop. Put another thing, and we can show that with some of the, we're going to try to do stealth, because your guy does not have a gun, from what I can tell by default. And the stealth in this game is okay, not my favorite part of it. The train mechanics I think work better. Before the cave-in, okay, let's do the note. Before the cave-in, I pushed a rail car into the canyon using my beautiful old mining train. I figured a rail car would be a fine place to hide my more important belongings, especially on a rural, this is such a hard word for me, and unfinished track. I went to something out of my to get something out of the rail car in the canyon about a week ago, but some of Warren's men have built a campsite or base of some sort here. I don't know how to get my box safely, and I don't know how long I'll last without it. So kind of much as in the movie 7, what's in the box, what's in the box. So we will change this checkpoint to here, as a matter of fact. And we can see it's probably not that far, right? Hold on. Yeah, I did. So it's only going to show you where it is if you're pointing towards it, which is notable, and it says meters, the metric system is what most of the world uses. In the States, we use the imperial system, which is, among other things, more difficult to do math with. So we can see there's some guards up there, yeah? So how can I sneak to get... Because if you... Oh, shit. He's going to try to shoot me, I guess. Yeah, let's just bum rush it and get it. No! These guys are part of, like... Well, I'll die, so you see how that works, I guess. These guys are like a cult of... With the Choo Charles, you could... If he looks back for a minute, are they going to chase? Ah, shit. Where's the train? Good old panic. Okay. So I'm sort of heading in the direction of the train. This was a dumb idea. You can see my health is the heart bar at the bottom. It would be nice to see subtitles when people are talking, when enemies are yelling at you, but maybe that's something in the settings I missed. We're picking up more scrap. I'm trying to hide from the dude. And I don't think he's chasing me, so that's something. We should spend some scrap, upgrade the train, and go from there. To get to the train, you just go here, and your guy just kind of floats up automatically. You don't have to deal with fiddly ladder controls. So I have 7 scraps. That's not enough for the speed. I really want, like, the damage to be good. And I don't have enough for the second one, see, because it can be between 4 and 7 scraps. It would be cool to see, like, stats on here, but the bar getting filled is just fine. Again, I love the scribbly nature of all this stuff. So yeah, that's not a quest I can complete anytime soon. There's a lot of people I haven't met either. So we can go forward onto here. Then maybe go backwards and check out this unmet NPC mission. It's quite a big island, as you can see. So we'll do this. On the map, I'll just put something here to remind me to get out and go in reverse. I'm not sure if the speed stat on the train works in either direction. I assume it would. No Choo Charles. We'll see when he shows up next. It's often very sudden. Kind of random. Kind of like a random battle in an RPG a little bit, although it's in real time. Any questions about... I mean, this is such a unique concept for the game. I like that it's focused on one location. I like the mechanics of the train are not too fiddly. They're pretty simple. Notice that my speed is at 11, and we can see it. You know, it goes about maybe a few centimeters in a few seconds. So that's okay. Stop. I bet they're scrapping them things. Let's look for scrap. I mean, so you have the investigation stuff, looking for things to upgrade the train. In this particular playthrough, I have upgraded the speed a lot for the train. I thought it would be important to get away from the spider. I don't think that's terribly important. I should have done more in the weapons, which is why I'm just desperately looking for scraps to update the weapons. Right, so I can't find anything. So we'll go in reverse. Huh, I wonder if you go in reverse how that affects the switch, maybe, of the train. Maybe I gotta do that first. So I haven't really done much train riding in reverse here. Interesting, so it looks like this spot might not... Ah, I see. Okay, so I cannot make a switch because it doesn't have this red... You can see here this red graphic, right? So it automatically switches because this is kind of like a train thing. Well, that's annoying. No, we'll just have another go around, I guess, or if I... Oh, I might as well go backwards, see what happens. Not the end of the world. Let's look on the map how it goes here. So take off that little save point thing. Oh, okay. So it does go where I wanted it to go. So we'll just put a spot here so we can meet this NPC and do more missions. It looks like the train is going at a pretty good clip here. See kind of the spooky atmosphere with the mist and everything. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, we just passed it. If we could program AI of the train to like stop near certain spots, that would be kind of cool. But I'm not the game designer, just a person playing. Oh, I mean, I am a game designer, but I didn't design this game. I'm just a person talking about it. Am I going in the right direction? I do not think so. Need to turn around. Yeah, I'll go 200 something meters. It's nice you have these moments where we're off the train exploring the woods. It makes it that creepy kind of wicker band sort of setting. I guess it was the Nicolas Cage one that had all the trees. I don't think they had... Oh, that music means the clown is coming, so that's not good, I think. Can a clown defeat me by land? I'm pretty sure he can. Yep. I see the music seem creepy and intense. And I'll talk to the dude and see what his mission is. I bet you it's to find scrap or give him something.
Aren't you the new guy who's come here to work for us? You must be. There's something at the top of these towers that I need.
Okay, gotta climb some towers.
And don't worry, I won't make you work for free. I'm a nice enough guy to pay you.
Everyone sounds vaguely threatening or creepy in this town. So kudos to that. I mean, I think the writing, it's limited in what they're doing here. But there you go.
You see, Mr. Warren never told anyone from the mainland about his mining operation.
Mr. Warren's kind of the main kind of sort of patriarch of the island.
He never even reported the cave-in.
And, you know, you can see there's been weird things going on. He never reports anything.
Since then. Our living quarters are atrocious, and I'm far overqualified for the pay I'm supposed to receive.
So he was cheap, didn't pay his employees.
Top it all off, none of us miners ever received copies of our paperwork. But that doesn't affect my subordinates as much as someone with my status.
He pronounced paperwork as pepperwork. Pepperwork.
I'm gonna sue the pants off of Warren once I escape this island, and I need those files to prove that he breached our contract. He keeps all his files at the top of these towers. I could explain how I ascertained this, but I doubt it would make sense to you. Problem is, he erected these towers years before we
I see, so the towers are kind of falling apart.
Now they're falling
So what do we do with all
I
that?
could scale them myself, but since you're here, go sniff around for those
I mean, he's
files.
lazy, but aren't all quest givers lazy? Give me 10 goblin pelts or whatever it is,
As
right?
a reward, you can have one of my useless pieces of scrap. I bet you'd love to have it.
You know, while the faces don't animate when you talk to them, it's smart the camera moves a bit. And there's a little bit of an out of focus thing going on with the stuff behind him. Makes it kind of dreamlike, or of a filmic quality, if I wanted to use fancy words. So to make sure we're looking at the right place, it's the abandoned towers, right? No! Ah, shit! No! No! I don't, yeah, you don't have anything to attack with. Yeah, there's always scary when a train gets you, and you lose scraps, you respawn at the train. You could always start from the beginning if you wanted to, and you can save your game anytime you want, which is an option. But I don't think we even had that many scraps, really. But if we go back and look at the health of the train, I think it'll be like when I loaded this game. Actually, no, the train's at 100%. Oh, well. And losing scraps, that's... Actually, you can't save the game, it just saves automatically. Whoopsie, whatever. Okay. So it spawns me pretty close to where I was. I don't think the clown will come from here again, so let's go and help old Ronnie out climb those towers. Climbing the towers for Ronnie in the forest. Choo Choo Charles. I mean, also I think the look of Choo Choo Charles is pretty cool. Like, you could see it as a Funko Pop sort of thing, or a necklace, or a T-shirt. I think this would be a pretty good plot for like a movie, actually, because you have like an island, you have a crazy train, but you don't have to see it that often for, you know, like saving the special effects that way. I've already talked to that guy, I think. Yeah, because if I hadn't talked to him, it would just say unmet NPC. Still, a checklist would be something nice. Oh well. So we're gonna go and climb up these. He called them towers. I would just call them like a big house, if I'm thinking of the right thing. Some stuff you can't open without a key, which looks to be the case there. Okay. Oh, a piece of scrap. Awesome. Okay, so nothing to do here. We'll hop over and check the other one. Yay. You do take damage from falling, which adds some more realism to clown spider games than I would expect. And I'm repeating my bad jokes. Fantastic. Okay. So let's look. Is there a letter here? He is wanting a, what was it again? Like an envelope or something? Missing files, I see. Okay. So what do the missing files look like is the question. Let's go up the ladder and see. More scrap. Like, you could do some really environmental puzzles in a game like this. They don't, but it's interesting how it's done. Oh, they're kind of, climbing the rope or whatever. Maybe if I run, I can make it across. Let's see. No, that was dumb. Yeah, I mean, so you don't have to fall very much to take damage. And, did the damage just heal right there? Interesting. Yeah, it looks like it does heal over time. Well, that's always cool. I wish you could fight with your fist as a default weapon, although this isn't really about the action. But it's obviously nudging you to do stealth with those sort of encounters. I mean, here's... Sort of confused. So we have... I was already in the left house. Trying to get my bearings here. Playing Choo Choo Charles. It just came out today on Steam. If you like what you see, and I think it's, you know, at a pretty good price, and I want to thank 2 Stars Games again for the review code. But it's just the setting is unique. It's a fun theme. It doesn't, you know, have pages and pages of lore, all that stuff. But yeah, how do I get to the other? Because we have not found any files. And if here is just the other end of... I see, so it is a bit puzzly to navigate. Maybe I can run and jump on those roofs and then climb over. Yes, that did it. Okay, nice. And I can go in here, which I don't think I could do before. Scraps, scraps, scraps. Where are my scraps? Some of these scraps like are really hidden, or these areas are pretty dark, and the missions, especially early on, you get might just be, hey, do the scraps, right? It's like collect all the scraps, and then I'll give you even more scraps. So how do we get up there is the question. Okay, I gotta take a break, but I'll be back in just a minute. Hang tight.
archivist, in all your radiant glory. Paul entrusted me with a key to one of the mines containing an egg, but before I give it to you, I have to warn you about something. There's an ancient shrine on the island, a pyramid of sorts, with a curious prism located at the top. The prism seems to have been designed for one purpose, to destroy monster eggs. 3 slots are carved into the prism, which perfectly fit the eggs. When fully loaded, a massive beam of energy is emitted, seemingly drawn from the eggs themselves. The mutineers hope this event will lure Charles to a mortal fight as he comes in defense of the eggs. Now for the real warning. Charles has the ability to absorb energy from the burst, strengthening and enraging him. We saw it once before, and he may become even more dangerous this time. However, it's not my place to oppose, despite the danger. So, here's the mine key. Once you have retrieved all the eggs, and the key to the shrine, we might just be able to end this hell.
So, the fabled hunter has finally arrived. You know, my late husband built a gun to help fight Charles, but Warren's goons stole the barrels and took them up to their camp. Bob was such a brave. You take what I have left of the gun and steal back those other parts. You can put it back together to use against Charles. Just do me one favor, will you? If you do end up using it,
You're the archivist my father told me about. Although, I'm disappointed to see that he chose to stay on the mainland rather than return with you. Not to say that your help isn't appreciated, but we could have used his aid as well. If you haven't already heard from the others, the mine boss Warren is protecting dangerous monster eggs that could lead to catastrophe. While our main plan is to summon Charles into a duel and fight him to the death, we've devised a perfect trap as a precaution that may help defeat him. Go attach these remote explosives to each of the support pillars under the wood bridge out there. Then meet me back here. That's the tallest and weakest bridge on the island. So if Charles ever crosses it, we can blow him sky high. I'll be on standby to detonate the charges, but it's still up to you to summon and fight him. Here, take this. It's the key to the... Once you think you're prepared enough, you can break in and fight the battle of a lifetime.